Professional sportsman myself. I played cricket at the
Yeah.
Ranji Trophy level, and it's almost from 92 to 2000. I represented my state in junior and senior BCCI tournaments and played with many greats of my time and the current era also. So sports has been an integral part of my life, and because of sports only, I got exposure in very good education institute, which enabled me with the basic life skills, and I have been part of many sports ventures. And but trial my most of my experience is in banking and finance, because stocks happens to be also one of the passion which I follow very religiously. So that's part of me, and now I'm part of a company which is interested in long-term development of player and the products associated with players to enable them to perform. You know, I've been a part of profession sports ventures and banking and finance. I worked with many eminent institutions like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, HSBC, angel broking, and I worked with also startups, and I had my own sport analysis startup for 5 years almost. So it's been in the mix of being in the front line in terms of the business development, from the strategy of developing the products and solutions which would make sense to uh, the end user. The end users have been at times been B2B, and at the time, most of the time it was memories. It was in 96, 97 when I made a debut in Ranji Trophy, and so I happened to score century on the first match itself, and which makes me very proud that I'm one of the few people who share any record with the God himself, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. So, which is a very proud moment, and which something which nobody can take it from me.
Yeah.
The big name as such, in my team, we had few people like Rajiv Kumar Raja, who is currently with CSK as coaching on the coaching.
Yeah.
Avinash Kumar, one of the prominent uh, left arm spinner from Bihar, and KVP Rao was also there, who actually was with BCCI also for quite some time in game development. So there's a few people whom you can relate to. Rest, they really it's a very long time. A very exciting start with the brand, where which are relevant for the players and for the sporting community, where sports is not confined to only professionals, where aspirants can also use the professional type of equipment. And we are very proud to be associated with Mumbai Indians, brand like Mumbai Indians, giving us opportunity in the beginning of the brand establishment. It still speaks volume about the Dream 11 in terms of making sure that the products reach the end customers. And our range of product is from cricket, football to bicycles, apparels, and much accessories like zippers, towels. So each and every aspect where affects a player during the game, after the game, before the game. So we are trying to cover all the aspects in this brand.
And if I have to ask,
Use the training, apparels which you want to use, the equipment which you want to use after the game. During the game, zippers, the cycles, and everything is it's about player. It's the team is also comprised of ex-cricketers and people who are passionate about sports and sports business. So it's all about sports. We are already, have our sponsored player in Nepal and India also. So we are actively finding out talents who can promote us in terms of in their own community, and we want to reach out to as many people as possible with our products. We are Cricket Association for the current season, which ended, and we are actively in talks with other cricket associations in India. Also, we are in touch with different B nation countries also, where we are working on the kitting and clothing. Apart from that, we are also working on how we can help in terms for the cricket development of those regions, where with support from professional players to professional coaches for making them at par with the test playing nations in coming years. It has evolved from my times significantly in terms of participation, in terms of the commercial aspects also. Today, player is given far more important from all community members. If I say from the board, from the sponsors, and everybody is working for the player. So it's a very good time for Indian sports fraternity. It's about time that sportsmen start delivering, and the kind of opportunities which are available for business as with the business side of the things. The moment any sport starts performing at the international level, everybody has the resources and the interest. The most significant part, the interest is also where the new age business enterprises understands the importance, and how they are leveraging sports is also very encouraging. So it's very exciting times ahead for the Indian sports fraternity and the sports business also. And from the professional, it is very clear for me at this point of time. It is to be associated with the sport, to contribute as much as I can individually and as an institution for the development of sports and sportsmen, from product development to reaching out to aspirants who has the talent and the interest, but somehow at times then do not have the required tools to reach to the next level. So that's the future what I am looking at. The specifics we can be discussed later on as we move ahead. But at this point of time, it is very clear that from the PlayR and from the personal aspect, it's about player and their develop. Pleasure to be invited, and wishing you all the very best for quite some time. And you guys are doing fabulous work. Keep up the good work, and wishing you all the very best.